Hello, right, I'm going to do a collective reading. I'm going to draw one card from the Angels and Auras Oracle deck, and then I'm going to clarify it with 3 of the Unfolding Path tarot cards. So it's a message for the collective, and I'm just wondering what Spirit would like to say to the collective today. What is it Spirit wants to say to the collective today, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Always please and thank you. Spirit likes, I find, they like you to be grateful for calling them in and helping you out. That's not it. No. Oh, can you hurry up, please? Oh, there we go. We have got communication. Always important in everything. Communication, accuracy, expression, intimacy, and honesty. And what they want to say here is whatever it is you want to be saying, say it with that clarity. Be honest in your communication. I've had a problem with my throat chakra recently, and that's because I've not been communicating in a way that Spirit wants me to communicate. Okay? Which is interesting. I have had interesting downloads about communication. Okay? So I will do that in another video. What is it? Let's clarify communication, please and thank you. Let's have a little bit more detail. Please and thank you. What they're saying is that communication can be really divisive, okay? And it saddens them how one of the most important things that we have at our disposal is not used to support us, but used to bring us down. Thank you. What's that one? Yeah. King of Swords, clarity. Absolute clarity. 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. Juggling. Juggling around. Is it this? Is it that? Is it something? Oh, okay. Which one? Neither. Okay, thank you. I see. That's the one. Thank you. Oh. Right, we've got 2 swords here. We've got the King of Swords and we've got the 9 of Swords. Okay. And Swords is about the mind. Okay. And it is about clarity. It is about bringing clarity into your life, into your communication. And we also have the 2 of Pentacles. And that's weighing things up. Okay, that is weighing things up. That's what they're telling me in this moment. If you look at this picture, it's kind of trying to get that equilibrium. Okay, and this is about weighing up what you say. And maybe sometimes you're thinking, this is what I really want to say, but I don't want to say it in case I upset them, even though maybe they've upset you and that's why you want to say what you want to say. But you're nervous, your insecurities come to play. And what they're showing me is my own insecurities sometimes, where I want to say something to somebody in response to something they've said to me, but I hold myself back because I think if I say that, maybe I'm having an argument with somebody close to me. If I say that, then they're going to leave, okay? And they're not going to want me anymore. And that comes from childhood abandonment. And so you don't say what it is you really want to say, and there's a lot inside you festering, okay? And they're saying, you know, be honest in your communication, be authentic in your communication. Yes, weigh up the pros and cons of what it is you want to say. Are you saying it in the moment? Is what you're wanting to say, are the words that are coming through in your head the words that you really want to say. Okay, because we can also react a bit too quickly. I mean, I know that sometimes the best thing I can do is just wait. If I get something that irritates me, a text or an email or something, and I get really irritated, sometimes it's best to just leave it. Okay, just walk away for 10 minutes, maybe even overnight. Okay, because if it's still bothering you in the morning, then there's something bothering you and you can go back. But if it's not bothering you in the morning or even 10 minutes later, then you're just having a knee-jerk reaction and you were right not to say anything. Okay, because it's triggered something inside of you that may bear no relation to the nature of the communication that's come in. So the other thing is to not torture yourself in many respects around communication. The 9 of Swords is about sleepless nights, is about worry and anxiety. And they're saying if that's how if you're having sleepless nights about something, if you're worried about something, if you have a really deep anxiety about something and you're carrying it on your own, the Spirit is saying, reach out and speak to somebody, because the 9 of Swords, that's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to help you in any way, shape or form. Okay. All you're going to do is internalize everything, catastrophize everything, and potentially bring that worst case scenario into your life because you're focused on it, and what we focus on is what we create. Okay. And so what they're saying is talk to somebody about it. You know, release it, let it go, or journal it, write it down and think, okay, so what part of this is real? Okay, what part of this is something I should genuinely be worried about? Get it out of you in some shape or form, because journaling is a form of communication. Okay, so just speak to somebody or journal or write it, just try and get it out. Okay, don't keep it in, because if you notice that she's just keeping everything in, while these swords are constantly plunging into her. So with your communication, in some instances, make sure that's what you're doing, that you're communicating with people, okay? But also, when you are communicating, when that's not the case, just communicate with clarity. Sit in your power and communicate with clarity, okay? But make sure it's not a knee-jerk reaction. Make sure you've weighed up what it is, why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And what they're saying with this communication actually is having enough intimacy with yourself to know that your communication and what you want to communicate, how you want to communicate, and who you're communicating with, you know yourself well enough to know that that is the right way of doing things. Okay, that it's not a knee-jerk reaction, or that it's the right thing to say, or that you should be honest and authentic with yourself, and therefore that means being honest and authentic with other people, even if that's a difficult message to deliver. But don't bottle everything up, because it doesn't help. Okay, but I hope that was helpful. And I will speak to you soon. Take care, my lovelies. Bye.